Well, welcome back. If you remember, just take a seat right here.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm glad you got the report and you went over it. So you're going to just let me know any sort of specific questions you have.
Okay.
Pretty detailed, right?
It's very detailed, and in fact, that's why I wanted to come in. I felt so healthy when I came in. Are there certain things that you look for when you have a report like this? And if you have any suggestions.
Okay. And I saw some little bulleted points here that we'll go over.
Okay.
So this is just a brief summary of what we talked about on the day of your visit in terms of your family history, your history, and this is a table form of how old you were on that date, your height, your weight, and so forth. And I like this because as you come in for subsequent visits, it's actually, we can chart your progress, making sure that all the other vital signs are pretty consistent.
Oh, that's great. I've never had it tracked that way before.
And it's because it's going to be on one page.
Oh, great. Okay.
And then we get into the actual laboratory testing. So this is all of the text about it, and I know that we went over this over the phone as well.
Right. It's a little overwhelming or intimidating to see all the numbers. I just wanted to know how to interpret them.
And this is basically where a lot of patients like to talk about, because this is the gist of the report, where they always ask me during the exam, am I going to understand what the numbers mean? Because they didn't go to medical school. And as you can tell, we try to explain it as much as possible, but I always tell patients, come back in if there's anything that you don't understand completely. So one of the things with you, the only sort of abnormality that I had pointed out was that your bad cholesterol, the LDL, was slightly elevated.
Okay.
Slightly elevated. And I like to focus on that because I know that in terms of diet and exercise, we could really, really improve on that.
Oh, that's good news.
But then your overall total cholesterol was fine. What's a good thing is that your HDL, which is your good cholesterol, it's the healthy cholesterol. I like that number high. That was great. That was over 60.
So if they fall into the red area, that's where you see a red flag for me?
You're slightly elevated LDL. I know it doesn't seem like a huge concern and why I'm making a big deal about it, but I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend that you follow up with this with our personal health coach.
A health coach, really? Why do you suggest that?
Your family history. I know, it seems, why am I really strongly recommending this is because you have a family history of heart disease. Your father has the elevated cholesterol since he was in his 20s. And genetically, that's something that we can't change.
Okay.
We could work around our sort of genetic makeup.
Right.
I know that you're young, but you have many, many, many years to go. And if we don't identify this now, we could run into problems later on.
So I've never seen a health report so comprehensive before. There's so many tests, and the way you lay it out is just fantastic. I do appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
No problem. Well, good luck with the personal health coach. I'm sure you'll benefit tremendously from it.
Okay.
Again, along the way, if you have any questions, just give me a call. But I hope to see you doing well on your next exam as well.
I appreciate it. I'll see you next year.
Take care.